Hi, this is Netty with Rocket Powered Sound. If you've been on the internet at all for the last year, you've almost certainly heard of ChatGPT. The thing is, asking ChatGPT anything means it can basically make decisions for you, and today I'm feeling extra lazy. So in this video, we're going to be asking ChatGPT on how we should make some dubstep. This should be fun. Okay, so let's start off. Let's ask it, how should we arrange our drums in a dubstep drop? Okay, kick drum. Arranging drums in a dubstep drop involves creating a powerful and impactful rhythm section that complements the heavy bass lines and intricate melodies. Here are some guidelines to consider when arranging your drums for a dubstep drop. That makes sense. It didn't say anything about the arrangement, like for the kick drum, that is. It hasn't said anything about the arrangement, like when I should place it. Okay, let's do that. So I've been loving the bass toolkit sample pack, which, in case you're not familiar, is one of Rocket Powered Sound's many sample packs focused specifically around like color bass, tear out, and just normal dubstep. Check the link in the description. But yeah, let's layer some kicks, I guess. The thing is, if you layer like multiple kicks, in this case it sounds kind of good, but sometimes what can happen is, like, you see how like this is like on the lower point of this, the little sine wave, and then this is on like the higher part. Like if this was like a line like this, then that would mean these waves get canceled out, and so you just lose low end. So that's why you don't want to layer kicks, but we're gonna do it because ChatGPT told us to. All right, what else we got? The snare drum in a dubstep drop should be hard hitting and aggressive. I wholeheartedly agree. Snare samples with a sharp attack and wide frequency range. Layering different snare samples can add depth and complexity to the sound. Consider using transient shaping or parallel compression to enhance the snare's impact. Noted. We probably don't need to because these snares are really good, but this one's nice. Let's do it anyway. So let's go, it said or, so we can use one or the other. So let's get a transient shaper and just crank this. Like, doesn't really make much of a difference because it's already cranked to the max anyway. Hi-hats and cymbals add energy and movement to the rhythm by incorporating fast-paced hi-hats and cymbals. Okay, so we're going kind of hyper trap with this in terms of like hi-hat patterns. Use closed hi-hats for rapid and tight rhythms, while open hi-hats can add variation and accentuate certain sections. Experiment with different patterns and velocities to create interesting rhythmic fills and rolls. Okay, let's do just exactly that. Let's get a closed hi-hat first. We'll just do like an eighth note pattern, and then we could do like, I have an idea of how we can like kind of arrange this, so let's hope it works in our favor when we ask it the next question. So we can do like, so what I'm thinking is we have like 3 beats where we have like nothing except just like the hi-hat playing here. I guess we could also just do like quarter notes like right here. Okay, and then percussion includes various percussion elements to add texture and fill in the gaps between the kicks and snares. Okay, easy. We have percussions. So let's take this and just like slap it right here. Okay, drum fills and rolls. Yeah, easy. We have dubstep loops. We might have them in here though. One of many sample packs from Rocket Powered Sound. Link in the description. Colors drum kits, drum fills. Here we go. Oh yeah, nice. And then layering and processing. Layering drum sounds with similar characteristics can help create a fuller and more powerful drum sound. Additionally, processing techniques such as EQ, compression, saturation, and reverb can further enhance the drum elements. Be mindful not to overcompress or overprocess, as it can lead to loss of impact and clarity. Well, we already did layer some, so that we successfully have done that. Let's move on to the next thing. What should we add for our basses in our dubstep drop? When it comes to basses in a dubstep drop, the focus is on creating powerful, heavy, and dynamic bass lines that drive the energy of the track. Here are some elements to consider. Great. Sub bass. I can definitely do that. Wobble bass, growl bass, mid-range basses. Okay, so we can start off with a little melody riff at the beginning, like in this little 3-bar gap. Add a little like melody, and then after that we could add like a wobble bass or something like that. So maybe we can ask it, how do we make a wobble bass in Xfer Serum? Okay, here we go. Oh, wow, 11 steps. Let's get a serum patch, of course, as we will be using Xfer Serum, as one does. So we're gonna be making a wobble bass. Let's place it like here, which makes sense like in terms of the arrangement, right? So we're going 1, 2, 3, boom. Just starts right here. All right, what do we got? In the oscillator section, select an initial wavetable of your choice. Classic shapes like a square or sawtooth wave work well for wobble basses, but feel free to experiment. All right, we'll go with a saw wave. Adjust the wavetable position by dragging the... Okay, well that automatically doesn't work, because see, if we do that, if we have basic shapes selected, right? and we have it on a sawtooth, and then we want to adjust the wet position, it's going to switch between all these like different modes, and so it's going to sound really bad. So we don't want that. Enable the filter section, choose a low pass. Okay, we'll put this on eighth notes, and then we'll just do one of these. Okay, that's sounding extremely epic. Fantastic. Enable the envelope section by clicking the envelope button on the bottom panel. Use the attack, decay, sustain, and release parameters to shape the overall envelope of the wobble bass. For a classic wobble effect, you'll typically want a short decay and release time. Okay, so it wants us to basically do this in envelope mode, so we can do that like this. Let me also turn this up a bit. So let's do that. Just unmap this. It's sounding good. Fine-tune this sound by adjusting other parameters in Serum, such as the filter envelope. So let's add some effects to this. And let's also sidechain this real quick. Boom, 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 boom. It's sounding pretty cool, to be honest. Maybe we can try a square wave. Add some compressor. Okay, not bad. What does this sound like at 16th notes? I'm kind of curious. This might sound kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I like that. Experiment further by layering multiple instances of Serum or processing the wobble bass with additional effects to enhance its depth and character. That's a great idea. ChatGPT, I agree. Okay, so let's add a sub bass underneath, right? Because right now we're kind of lacking a bit of that. Maybe a little bit more like harmonic content, so we can go to like the wavetable editor and then add some odd harmonics like that. Maybe at this point the drums are a bit aggressive, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Maybe we can process this a bit more. Like we can group these two together and then add a fat rack. Sounds a little goofy. Yeah, and then let's just like bass boost it. I would count that as a wobble bass. We'll say that's a wobble bass. All right, a growl bass. Okay, easy enough. There's plenty of growl samples in, I believe, the bass toolkits right here. Yeah, there's one. Okay, nice. Easy enough. Just toss that right in. And we got some mid-range basses. Right, so we can add maybe like some like sustain basses. Yeah, that would work pretty well because we have like this like pretty like low-end heavy sound. So adding like a really cheeky sustain bass over top of that. Yeah, we could go with this. Kind of like extend this though because it's pretty short. So we could do maybe like the texture mode like this and then like just stretch it out. Ooh, yeah, that's dope. I like that. And what else we got? Bass riffs and melodies. Right, we were gonna do that. Catchy and memorable bass riff or melody that interacts with other melodic elements in your track. All right, easy enough. Okay, so let's just lay out like a super simple like. Dun, dun. Yeah, nice. And then we can add a little delay on top of that to like kind of ring out over top of this whole thing. Maybe like a square wave instead. All right, let's ask how we can make variations. How can I make variations in my dubstep drop? Rhythmic variations, okay. Melodic variation. We'll just go with that. Let's try like some like dun 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 like that. Perfect. This is sounding a little bit mischievous. Maybe we can do like the Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites like trick where you do like. It said melodic variations as well, right? Yeah, melodic variations. So we'll just change up the little melody here. Maybe we can do da 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 da. What have we done? Cool, maybe we could do like a slight variation of this. Sitting pretty deep in the low end there. Maybe we can just like turn up the filter cutoff. That did more or less nothing, so that's not good. Let's go with like, we just turn up the unison for the second half. Maybe not that much though. All right. So we just made some ChatGPT, some extremely cursed ChatGPT Dubstep. Let's have a listen. Okay, well, if you ignore just the extremely cursed Amogus motif and the just ridiculous variations we've made, it's not too bad. But yeah, remember to check out the bass toolkit and the future bundle with the link in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.